Alright, welcome anime viewers. I am Chronic, aka formerly known as Gears Agendo. On this video, I will be talking about K, episode 11 review. Now, beforehand, I just want to point out, I do not own the music to this video. All rights, I give credit to its creators of K. That's so I don't get copyrighted. All the credit goes to the creators of K. That's what the music is for. The music is all credited to the creators of K. Alright, so, and just in case y'all didn't understand in my last video, my Gears Agenda channel will be coming back up, so be on the lookout for that. Because my third strike wasn't a third strike, so I have to get hold of them and contact them, and they'll fix that shit. So, and I'll be doing my videos on the Gears Agenda channel, and I'll do my live streams, and I don't know what else, so mostly just my live streams on this channel. So yeah. Anyways, K. Alright, this episode. Oh my god. I was geeking out. Like, I have this friend that stopped watching it. I don't know for what reason, but he just stopped on like I think 3. And I was like, dude, what the hell? Go watch it. I was like, go watch it. You have no idea. This episode right now was epic. Holy shit. I was right. I was right in my theory about this. Shiro is a clone. Shiro was a clone. I want to point that out right now. I told King of Lightning this, and he said, yeah, that was a possibility and stuff like that, because if he was a clone, it would explain his memory loss, and the fact of how when we went back in time to see the Silver King's past, how he had like this uncanny resemblance to Shiro. Not only his physical appearance, but his voice as well. I was like, dude, this guy is just like, either it's a twin or this is a clone. There's no other option to this. Like, he's gotta be like a clone or something. Especially since that sword, which I guess also proves that when everyone kept thinking whether that was Shiro or Neko doing her illusions trick, I guess that proves it was Shiro there because he did the sword thing. The sword thing came out, and that was epic. That was real epic. I was like, oh, fuck. But, yeah. So, yeah, I was right. My theory is right. King of Lightning, I was right. I was right. High five. High five. It's still epic. It's awesome, though. Oh, my God. The war, the battle starts out, and we get to find out something about the colorless king. I did not know this. So, and I also have this other theory of what happened there, but I'll tell you that in a second. But the colorless king, we don't know if he has a physical body yet. All we know is that it's that fox spirit that came to visit the Red King. That's all it is right now. And he apparently what this guy can do, and I guess this is what he was trying to do with the Red King, is he goes through the eye. When he makes eye contact, he goes into you and he controls you. He controls your body. So that was pretty interesting. I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, I was like, shit. You know? He tried to take over Shiro, but that didn't work out really. And then let's see. So the battle begins. Oh yeah, they set bombs all over the school. Someone set bombs. I guess that was the guy, the colorless thing. We see the Red King and his group in a classroom talking and stuff, and the Red King decides to leave because for some reason he just remembered he had this little flashback of when he was talking to the Blue King, and he decides he's gonna leave so he doesn't hurt the people. I guess his crew, I guess. And well, the blue team decides they're going in because explosion happened, and they're like, we're going in. And the blue team's in there. We see them in there, and the red squad is over there too. And they're just like getting ready to attack and shit. And it's epic. Yada's all excited, getting ready and shit. And I was like, oh shit, the war just start. And then they just go at it. They're just fighting each other. All of them are fighting each other, and another explosion happens. So, like 3 explosions happen, and the Blue King decides he's like gonna go check it out, I guess. And I did not know the Blue King could do this. It is very interesting because he had his color just coming around him like Rosetsu and shit, And I saw this. I didn't know he could do that. He just jumps into the air, and he starts walking on the air. Something like Bleach, how they were like jumping through the air. He can do that apparently. He can do that. I didn't know that. But unlike the Bleach thing, where you don't really see underneath their foot, I don't know what the hell they're doing, but you actually see him using circles. These little platform circles that he just jumps onto, and he walks through the air like that. And I was like, that's still technically walking on air. I'm like, holy shit, he can do that? I was like, oh crap, this dude is ridiculous. So he's going up there, and this explosion happens, another one, and these rocks are falling down, and there's a red squad member, I believe, the red team member, one of them, and the Blue King decides to jump down there and save him. So he does the platform thing to hold up the rocks, and apparently the squad member guy takes like a knife or a piece of glass and stabs the Blue King. And he's trying to take him out, and he's smiling with that smirk, and I was like, you're the colorless king, because it was quite obvious. I was like, you're the colorless king. I was like, are you the because we don't know who the colorless king was, and I was like, you're the colorless king, aren't you? That little smirk on your face just kind of like makes me think that. And the Blue King is just like so cute and stuff, and he just stops the platform thing and lets the rocks continue falling. And everyone's just like worried and shit, but they're like, we gotta continue fighting and stuff, so they continue that. Anna from the Red Squad has this worried look on her face, and since she saw that giant explosion with the Red King and stuff, she gets a little worried. So she goes out the door from the classroom that they were in and looks outside onto the balcony and shit. And apparently there's a sniper from the Blue Squad, and he's on top of the roof. And they're just sniping, and Anna's safe. She's okay. But they noticed it was from the Blue Squad. And this is how you find out that it's the colorless team. Because apparently he transferred from there to Blue Squad member, and he went on top of the roof and was sniping people like that. And then, out of nowhere, we go to like the front of the school where Shiro's friend Misaki is. And there's another explosion on top of the building there from the entrance to the school, or like where the school is. And that guy, the sniper guy, who was on there, and when the explosion happened, falls straight at Misaki. And they were eye contact, and that's where you see the colorless king come out of him and go into her. So Misaki is, and you don't even know that until the end, really. You don't even know that until the end, so you won't find that out till the end about all the body transferring and shit that was going on. So then Black Dogs kind of saves her and shit. And she was there, and he's like, oh, Misaki, you here? And he's like, oh, right, you don't know me. Well, it's okay. He's like, I'm here to help. And then she takes her hand and shit. And the Red King's there, and he's like, I found you and shit, And he, He's like, yeah, I found you. And then we go to the beginning of the war with the blue and red squad. And the vice captain of the blue squad is, he blocks Yada because she comes in with a skateboard and he's like, let's finish this fight and stuff. And she's like, fine. And he comes right at her. Like, he came out fucking fast out of nowhere with the skateboard and shit. He's like, what the fuck? And he comes right at her once again. And I didn't know he can fly too. He can fly too. I was like, what the fuck, man? It's not like the walking thing. He actually uses his like thing like a rocket. Like he shoots like a blast from the end of his skateboard and flies off like a rocket. And I was like, what? I was like, oh my god, these guys are just so fucking epic. And I wanted to point this out. I hope everyone will think of this, and for also the reviewers that watch me, that are watching this, let's think about it. If King Lightning, I hope you're right too. If Yada does become the next Red King, just think about what Yada can do. Because I mean, we all know the power level difference between a king and a subordinate. So if Yada, already a fucking badass, becomes king, I can't even imagine what he'll be able to do. That would just be like amazing, mind blowing right there. You know? Holy shit. But yeah, he comes at her again and Fushimi comes in the way and he blocks him. He's like, we gotta finish our fight, remember? He's like, fine, monkey. And we go back to where the Red King is and he's about to get shit, or Black Dog gets in his way and shit. And he just tosses him aside like a rag doll, man. Damn. I was like, fuck, man. And Neko uses her power so they can get past him to get Black Dog. And he's just like, did you do this, bitch? And he's like, woman. And I was like, whoa, dude. That's intense. He's just like... And Black Dog just continues fighting him, and he's about to... He decides, he gets, so then, Shiro can, escape and shit. Black Dog stalls for them and shit. And he's just kind of, like, irritating. He's like, I have someone I need to fight. I need to fight him and shit. So he decides to do this, like, sun thing. He created a sphere that looks pretty much like a sun, and it's just growing and growing. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, is this gonna be the explosion and shit, you know? And, but luckily, the Blue King came and stopped him. And he has that guy who stabbed him on the shoulders and he just drops him onto the floor. And you see Shiro with Neko, I don't know where they're at, in the mall, I guess, inside the school or something. I have no idea. And she's like, oh, we need to get someone safe. And Saki's just like, oh, you're hurt. And he's like, oh, this is just nothing. She's like, let me see it. And stuff. And this is where you find out that she's been possessed by the color of skin because she stabbed him. And everyone just has this puzzled look on their face. Like, what the fuck? And you just see the crazy look and you're like, oh, yep. And then you see the fox guy come out and you're like, yep, that's him. And stuff. And he tries to get into Shiro. And that's when you see him body transferring to the D-Force. But for some reason it doesn't work with Shiro, and he pretty much triggers his repressed memories. So he remembers everything from the colorless king's past till right now. And he just, you know, and he goes back into Misaki and runs out and escapes and shit. And he just, Shiro just remembers it all, and he just gets up and a beam of silver light just shoots up. And everyone's just like, oh, and shit. Now, before I continue on, I want to point to this theory I had. The killer was technically Shiro, the guy who killed one of the Red Team members. Since he can control bodies, I'm guessing that he took over Shiro's body. He got onto the blimp and changed its course and went murdered the guy, went back to the blimp and used it to get him to the school faster. That's how he was within the time frame of the hour. You know, he got onto the blimp and went back to school like that. But before he made it to the school, the colorless king like did something, and like we saw where we saw that he left off from his memories was he was kicked off of the blimp and fell through the sky on into the gymnasium. So I'm guessing that's what happened. That he controlled his body, took over the blimp, killed the guy, and used the blimp to get back to the school. And that's what I'm guessing. Because it seems logical. I mean, if you think about it, yeah, it does seem like that was what happened. So it was a colorless king that took over his body, but technically it was a colorless king that killed him, not Shadow. But yeah. So anyways, continuing on, the beam of light happened. You see the blue king and the red king go into the forest full of snow, and this is the awesome part that they stopped fighting for a second and saw the beam of light and shit. And we all know this is the part where they're fighting in the forest. So, and this is gonna happen next episode. So next episode is gonna be so badass. I can't wait for that. But yeah, they see the beam of light. Everyone just stops and they're like, "What the hell?" And they're like, they know it's a king, but they're like, "Who are you?" and shit. And you just see the sword start to form and shit. And it's the Silver King. And you see Black Dog just like, "What the fuck? What happened?" And he's like, "What about you? Are you okay?" And he starts speaking in German, I believe. Well, I believe to be German. And he's like, "So you are the Color King?" And he just shakes his head like, "No." And he's like, My name is Adolf Weisman." So also, I want to point out when they're what they call the power levels of their power is called Weisman level. So it's named after Adolf Weisman. So I just figured that out. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, he says his name's Adolf Weisman. He is the colorless king, and that's where it ends. And next episode, they show us where Mikoto, the Red King, and the Blue King are fighting in the forest and shit. So yeah, that was intense. This whole thing was just intense. If you have not seen this anime, I recommend it. Like, oh my god, it was awesome. I'm putting this as I think I'm putting this as my second day of anime moment, because this was just freaking awesome. I loved it. Holy crap, man. So that was pretty much it. So my viewers, please like, comment down below, and subscribe if you like my videos. In the description below, I'll leave the URL for the anime episode, so you can check that out. Once again, I do not own the music to this video. All rights, and I give all the credit to the creators of K. So no copyright. I'll write in the description below as well, so y'all know, and I won't get copyrighted and shit. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm Chronic, aka formerly known as Pierce Agenda, and I'm out.